Greetings. The title of this video is my experience with depression. I do pray hopefully this video may be a benefit to you or to anyone watching this. Um, it's to talk about depression. I have to clarify. There's different forms of depression. There's like spiritual depression. Then you have emotional depression, and then you have depression then that could lead to kind of suicidal thoughts, and the depression I have isn't the same one I used to have, because I'm so grateful to God that He removed that form of depression for me. My depression's more of being in a world that does not know what love is. I find it deeply depressing. It's how people interact with each other. I find it depressing. And there's some days in the year that I need to rely on God's strength more than anything. Usually the holidays like St. Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas. These days I take a huge spiritual toll on me. Just to see people have a somewhat of a glimpse of humanity in them, or a glimpse of being so close of discovering the truth, yet so far away at the same time. Like Valentine's Day, for instance, I find deeply ironic. But anyway, my body's gone off topic because this video is. I sometimes do that. I struggled with depression when I was younger. My first probably experience with depression was when I was about 7 years old. Um, I was a very shy child, but I suffered from depression. I feel like I belonged, and deep. A lot of depression came from like feeling deep loneliness, but also a feeling of I was searching for I was searching for love, and I could not find it in this world. And that depression I no longer have. The depression I have more is just in a world that's so unholy. That's what I get depressed with. I avoid people. It breaks my heart to do so, but I've especially if I try not form attachments the best I can, because I I I usually your depression can be multifaceted thing, where from how I observed it from myself. It's usually from inside yourself where you react to things. Now I'm notorious for reacting to things, and trying my hardest not to react, but the flesh makes it. So I react special on Valentine's Day. So if you ever see me on the 14th of February, it's probably a time where that or Christmas, or Easter, but basically any holiday day, you see the difference in me. I try to just remove myself possible from everyone on these days. Unless I'm able to solve others, I find the focus on these days, because someone I use comedy to cope with it, but I get very depressed around the mentioned before. In these holidays days, I get very depressed, uh, extremely depressed. Not depressed as in the sense that I suicidal or anything like that. But thankfully, no. I've not been that way in over 3 years now, because I no longer have these thoughts that come to me anymore. And it's one of the greatest gifts the Lord has given me, is the gift of Holy Spirit, because it just removes all these attachments, because that's what causes these darkness to develop in you. But once you've discovered the truth, it sets you free. Um, Very painful experience, but it sets you free. So yeah, I struggle with depression. I don't know if you can be diagnosed with depression. I've learned to cope with it. It's just a part of my flesh condition that I often pray a lot, and praying helps me a lot. It's mostly, I feel very, very depressed when I'm around people. When I'm by myself with my Heavenly Father, I'm not depressed. When I'm serving others, I'm not depressed. It's usually reacting to things, people, or so that's where my experience of depression comes from, is being around people that I can't rely on, or I don't feel or trust that they actually genuinely care for me. I see everyone just wearing masks, fake pretense, and I myself find it very hard to tell if someone genuinely cares for me or if they don't. I've learned conclusion now to observe, and time tells a lot. When about someone's attentions towards you, if it's genuine or not, and that's why I go by. I go by Sister Pound. I go how much time that they invest in interacting with me. I tell how much. No, I don't not know what they do with their time. Like, do they ever think me things? Only God knows that. I went off in this video. My mind's all over the place, but yeah. Fun fact about me: when I have depression things, this tends to happen a lot. To me, everything goes everywhere. So I'm just hoping to do this video just to be of help to others. But if you do struggle with depression, it's very good to identify it, because the worst thing you can do is just bury it or suppress it. There's to find ways to cope with it. By first understanding it is a great help, because unless you understand something, you're not going to be able to fix it or learn to cope with it unless you understand it. And it's very important to understand oneself in regards to one's own emotions, whether and one's own health, whether it be spiritual, physical, or emotional health. It's just very important, because everything's linked in one way or another. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video.